Cipla is down now 4% from the day's high. Let's take it across to the management. Mr. Umang Vohra, the managing director, is addressing the media.
We continue to be recognized as a great place to work, recognitions on the ESG side. I think one of the bigger pivots that we are working on is how does Cipla become more innovative, more digitally agile as we craft our journey going forward. I'd like to thank every single employee of Cipla and all our partners and everyone else who's a big supporter for what we've been able to achieve in the last year. It's been truly inspirational and an honor to work alongside some remarkable individuals. I'll quickly go to the quarter. Like every year, quarter four is always a seasonally weak quarter for India. And if you look at our One India business, I think there are two factors that have contributed to One India and the way it's panned out. One is the regular seasonal variation. I think that's one thing that's happened. And the second is also the impact of the slowdown in the on our CHL business, which is not really significant, but is the same trend that we've seen on the FMCG side. So overall, One India reported 7% in the quarter growth, and within that, our RX and our generics business would have reported closer to 10%, between 9 to 10%, both combined together. And the CHL business had more tepid growth due to the wellness slowdown. But we're seeing signs of some of that bouncing back. I think we're seeing good demand triggers have come in with the weather pattern right now, especially for some franchisees like our oral rehydration drinks, etc. And I think CHL is starting off strong in the year. In US, we're ballpark in the middle of the range. We came in at 226 million after a very strong quarter three of 229, and we had guided in quarter three that, look, we do think 5 to 6 million is on account of year-end stocking, which is usual of the US trade. So we're ballpark in line with our targets there, and I think there's been very strong momentum. We've crossed 900 million now in the US. This was a business that used to be sub 200 to 300 million till about 5 years back. So it's been a remarkable trajectory in the US. And we're looking forward to some new launches as they come into the US momentum. In Saga, we are now the number one prescription company in South Africa. And overall, we still come in with it as number three because of the lower amount of OTC in our portfolio. But we're working actively on that. The integration of Actor Pharmaceuticals, which we had acquired some time back, is actively under process, and hopefully the company will aim to gain ranks in the overall market. If we look at emerging markets in Europe, it was a good quarter for them, I think. And again, in Europe, we're looking forward to a significant number of launches. Hopefully that will come in this year. We see some volatility settling down in the emerging side of the world. And so I think that will contribute to overall increase in the trajectory in that business. Overall, I think good progress on our pipeline even this year. We're not disclosing names, but looking forward to receiving news about two significant first two files that happened in the last year. I think one of them may be surmised to be public. The other one is not yet public. And I think that shows the trajectory of the business as it's going forward. And most of these first two files are definitely 2 to 3 years out in the overall launch calendar, as would always be first two files, or 2 to 3 years out and beyond that, right? Let me put it that way. So I think the trajectory is strong. We're looking forward to our peptide launches, looking forward to remediation. Looking forward, we've just had an inspection in Kurkum. We've answered to Patal Ganga, hoping that we will be re-audited soon in Goa, because I think the time has elapsed since the last inspection. There's good progress there. And of course, on the biological side of the business, we are crafting together and trying to bring together a fair amount of synergies across the platforms of mRNA, or across the platforms of biosimilars, etc. So all of that is in progress. We're also actively looking at distribution in India, and especially to the last mile. And we are changing a little bit of the model on our generic side to create more synergies between RX and GX. And so I think that is an activity that'll probably get over shortly. But overall, I think we're off to, we think that this is that we've had a good significant year in the past, and we hope to be also driving forward quite strongly in this year. So with that,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.